Today we speak with EJ and James of The Duo as they discuss how they've turned their lifelong passion of playing music into a business opportunity.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Christopher, not Chris. Another episode of ToneSettersTV. Today I am here with EJ and James of The Duo. How you guys doing today?
I'm good. I'm EJ. Good,
I'm doing all right. It's James. Happy to be here with my boy, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys joining me today. We're just going to talk a little bit today about The Duo, you guys' band. We'll talk a little bit about the business aspect of the music that you guys do, throwing shows. I know that's something that you guys do. So, first of all, tell me a little bit about The Duo. What made you guys start it? How did this come about?
I mean, man, how it came about, we had started doing arrangements as like a two-piece band. And so we was just like, yo, let's just go out and, play different arrangements, bring more people, bring more entertainment to people than just, being a two-piece. Because, if we just two pieces, we can always partner with guitar players. There's lots of guitar players. There's lots of keyboard players. I play different instruments. So, of course, I accommodate whatever instrument. But, we just started doing it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Basically, it was just about broadening the brand. So basically, we just started off at doing music. Just two-piece. We'll go places, do different arrangements, play with people. But it's kind of like, you want to take your craft to the next level. So how can I take playing, and develop it into something that can possibly, build something bigger, bigger label. So we started throwing events, things of that sort. Started going to the business side. Throwing events, getting different dope artists together, kind of, trying to get the city of San Antonio going. There's a lot of dope bands already here, but we feel like, we can definitely play some part into that. So that's kind of what that was,
And we collaborate,
Right. Collaboration was the big thing.
That's what we got. And we got the collaboration coming up April 26th.
Quick plug. April 24th.
April 24th. See, I've been getting it wrong the whole time.
Just be there.
Just be there or be square.
So April 24th, y'all got an event coming up. What's the location?
It's gonna be at fourth quarter on Warsbach.
Okay.
8779 Warsbach.
Okay. Cool. So, basically, you guys just took a craft you guys were already doing. You guys had already been playing together, and you decided to turn it into a business aspect to try to take it to the next level.
Right.
I can appreciate that, and I appreciate that you said that you guys like to collaborate, because that's a big part of music. That's a big part of business. It's just collaborating with others and trying to build that platform even bigger for all parties involved.
For sure.
So, how long have you guys been actually formed as The Duo and putting on shows?
You want me to take that one? Formed as The Duo and taking shows. So, when did that name first come about? Probably our first interview. Didn't get to cast, but my birthday, we did a show, just to see how things would go, just to test things out, see if people would come vibe out with us. So we kind of named it The Duo just to see what was going on. People came out and stuff, so we kind of just kept it. The Duo Productions just kind of ran with it from there. So that's about late 2019, early 2020. We really made The Duo. Before that, we were just kind of playing, but we finally decided to market and brand it. So that's about the time frame for that, for sure.
Okay, cool. So you guys started right before COVID. How did COVID impact you guys' launch and the business process that you guys were trying to go through?
Messed everything up.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, man. We I think the last show we did, bro. What was the last show we did, man? Our last show was South by Southwest or something. We was doing South by Southwest in Austin, and then we had 3 more other shows lined up, because you know how crazy it gets in Austin. We had 3 or 4 other shows lined up. We did the first show, and then boom, all the other ones were
shut down.
Everybody shut the whole place down. Everybody canceled.
Yeah, we had some good stuff lined up too. We had 3 or 4 South by Southwest events. with Angel Centrone, if you know her, Chris T, I think Angel was gonna have a festival in Dallas, like in that April.
It was gonna be in Dallas. Everything just started shutting down slowly, and
It was-
it was
it just went
it
to
was terrible.
nothing. So
Clubs couldn't open back up.
clubs were shut down, bars were shut down, live music joints were shut down.
Couldn't open back up.
So we shut down
So we-
basically
yeah.
for a few months. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, you're not like unlike any other business. A lot of people got shut down by COVID. So I definitely understand that. So on what seems to be the back end, you know what I'm saying, of this whole COVID situation, we're still dealing with it, but things are opening back up. Things are starting to kind of move a little bit more freely. What have you guys seen? Has it been the same type of support? Has it been bigger support? What have you guys seen on the back end of this?
Man, so so during our quarantine time, we did some series. We did some series. We partnered with some people, and that partnership with people, like doing those like video series. We did like videos that's on our page, and we did series with a bunch of different people. And since we did that, like when we came out the gates ready to do like another D-Duo set after like all the COVID and stuff was happening, they was down. They was already down. We had already had like a decent lineup of people that had already, gelled and collaborated, on the, do a piece of ours, and we was already setting them up for, whatever's ready to come next, you know what I'm saying? So that helped us in the long run, gaining people, that you trust, especially on the singing aspect, because, they got to be on that. But especially everything else, like logistics and everything, we had made more partnerships, while being out. Yeah. And that was just like a pause season for us to just connect with people and then come back into the world and be like, okay, now we got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we just basically used that COVID time since we couldn't go out nowhere. Like he said, think of some different ways to get out there for people to see, whether it was making videos with different artists, that we ended up doing this last live show with. Just letting people know what we're doing, what we sound like, what's going on. Let people know we're still active, because we only got to throw one event before COVID happened. You know what I mean? So, and we're young. We're relatively young, so people want to see what you can do. So, I mean, we just did what we can, made some videos. People were digging it. So when we had this last show, people came out, had a good time. So that's what it planned out. So on this back end, it's looking pretty good. This next show, people are already texting us, ready for it. So on the back end, it's looking pretty good. As long as you put in that work, even on your downtime, it really panned out for us.
That's what's up.
Pretty good.
That's what's up. So I mean, what I'm hearing is that you guys utilize that time off as a time to kind of collaborate and build with some people that you may not have already been working with. And now you're being able to use those collaborations at this point to kind of push everybody forward, not just yourself, but also their music and their business as far as what they're doing, what they have going on, like with the logistics, audio teams, and I've come out and shot some camera work for you guys. So
exactly,
I appreciate what you guys are doing, and putting these shows on and being able to bring out a nice crowd and things like that. So other than COVID, what has been a challenge for you guys? And, I know music can be a challenge in itself at times, dealing with different artists, dealing with different people. But just maybe logistically and setting up these shows and putting on these events, like what's been a challenge for you guys?
Oh, man, starting on time. Man. We just started a lot of things on time. Really, that's really where we're kind of good at like setting stuff up, to where if things happen on timely, we would have things done. We would be stress free. We would have to worry about situations. Some people that sending their songs on time, so it's just little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Timely matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm a timely person, so that's the only reason. I would say time. But I mean, other than that, we make sure everybody gets paid. We make sure that everybody's getting taken care of. We make sure that whatever we need is taken care of, like stage. If we need stage, we need lights and stuff. we making sure they're there, you know, to set them up beforehand or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So we can have smooth transitions, you know. We try to make the day all about smooth transitions whenever we, you know, throw anything, you know what I'm saying? So that way, you know, we're not just stressing over, you know,
Right.
stuff of what we trying to do at that point.
Right. So that's exactly right. So basically, the music stuff, I mean, we've been doing that for a minute, so that kind of comes a little bit easier. Of course, you're working with many different artists and stuff, so you're dealing with different, you know, timelines of when they get stuff and things of that sort. That can always be a hassle, but it's really the logistical side. Where we're gonna have the event, how much it's gonna cost to have it there, how much are we paying everybody? Because
is it near everybody? You know, we get
is it near everybody? That's the part for me, especially, you know, being a younger guy or young men. You just want to have all your business straight, because you hear about a lot of things about, you know, people doing people dirty on the logistical side, not doing right by the, you know, who you playing for, who you playing with. So we really just want to take care of the people we're performing with before we take care of ourselves. Like, we're paying out everybody else for the show before, you know, we get to ourselves. So that's really the hard part. Not the that's the hardest part, because you want to have people come. If people don't come, then you're gonna have to come out of your own pocket. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you want to push it.
It's not even that. We just, you know, we just want people to come out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We want people to be as comfortable as possible at whatever spot we choose, you know, whatever, wherever we go, you know, if it's close enough for people to see, if it's not lost in, like, you know, the ranch or somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, somewhere doable for everybody to go and be, you know, happy about, you know what I'm saying? We all about good vibes and good music.
Right.
So when you guys are setting up these shows, I know you talked a lot about, you know, wanting people to show up and wanting it to be convenient for people to be able to pull up and come to these shows. Like, how do you guys market? Like, what have y'all noticed with y'all's marketing?
Our biggest market is social media, of course. Everybody's on social media. My parents, your parents, friends. That's the easiest way. Nobody's really looking at flyers. Only flyer they're gonna look at is on your social media. So
We got cards, though.
and we got cards. You know what I'm saying?
For business managers.
For business managers, yeah.
They like cards.
Right. But if we're doing the show, it's probably gonna come out like on social media. Of course, like when we want to get new venues and stuff, we're passing out cards to the managers and things of that sort. But our main avenue to get people to come to the show is on social media. You know what I mean? Like making videos showing what we sound like.
People like you, man.
That's why we got. That's why we got Tone Setter Entertainment. So make us look good. So
you know what I'm saying?
right. So that's what the big thing is. How you present yourself. Posting clips, making people want to hear some good music.
Yeah, because believe it or not, people, if you like post a clip of something you did before, people will be like, "Yo, what is this?" Like, they just would not have never heard of that event, and it's
right,
like,
yeah, that happens a lot.
Invite me to the next one, and then somebody else does that, and then another person does that, and they bring their group, and it's just, you know, it's just
right.
Now it becomes word of mouth almost after that.
Right. As long as you put out a good product. Social media and word of mouth. Like, if somebody went to your event or somebody posts your event, I've seen a lot of, oh, yo, where was this? I didn't know this was going on. So it's just about broadening your brand, really. And that's how we get it out there for sure.
So as live musicians, do you guys feel that you get a little bit more attention or a little bit more like light shown on you guys doing live as opposed to some of the artists that are playing with like backing tracks and things of that nature?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like everybody has a different perspective, a different ear. Not a lot of people like to hear the high energy we bring. We bring some sort of high energy that's like loud sound. Not a lot of people like that, but the people that like high energy, you know, we got drinks and stuff. Everybody's ready to hear some good music, especially good singers. We like to push that high energy. Some people want smooth energy where the tone is just right there and it's just mid, you know. We provide high energy. Everybody's different, you know what I'm saying? So we know what our people like. We know what our fans like. We know what kind of music. We do all kinds of different songs, you know what I'm saying? We do all kinds of different genres.
Right.
We just try to keep it moving from there.
Right. So yeah, that's about right. With live music, it brings a different element than backing tracks. Backing tracks are awesome, of course. They do what they need to do. In most situations, you're probably going to hear backing tracks anyway. So most people are already fine with that anyway. But bringing live music, it just brings a different element to the table. So like you could be a little bit more versatile in what you do, I guess. Especially in San Antonio, the live music scene, it's starting to come up really now. A lot of stuff is going on, but it just brings a different element. You know what I'm saying? We use tracks and stuff too for some stuff, but it just people really it brings a different vibe. It brings a good vibe. You can flow a little easier. Singer can like feel like they're more a part of something. Because when it's just a singer and a backing track, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm vibing, but once you have people around you, y'all all vibing together, it brings you got the background singers behind you. It feels better for the singer, and it brings a different element for the people. So it does bring a different element for sure, but people like it. People like it.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And
people miss it. Yeah, for sure.
I ask that because I know for myself, if I'm listening to somebody perform, I know I personally prefer live music. But I know there are those that probably just want to hear it, how they hear it, maybe on that person's album or on that person's mixtape. But I know personally, I prefer when you can come out with that live music. It just gives it a different feel. So I can see both sides of it, but I was just wondering on you guys' opinion as the live musicians. So I appreciate that. So guys, I appreciate you coming to ToneSetter TV and talking about the duo and what you guys have been doing, how your business has been going. I'm going to end with one last thing that I ask all of my guests. If you guys could give me one book that you have read in the past, that you're reading right now, something that may have impacted your life or that you gained a few like golden nuggets from, that you could share with the viewers.
I can share with the viewers.
One book.
Can I share the Bible? Can we share the Bible?
That's a book.
That's a book.
It's a book.
He brought out the holy book, the Bible. Okay, I ain't mad at that.
Nah, man, there's some good words of wisdom. Actually, no, I was reading a book. What is Rick Ross's book? Hurricanes.
I haven't read that one yet, but
Rick Ross.
I do
from the mud
mess
to the
with Rick
marbles.
Ross. Oh,
that's what he's got a line called "From the mud to the marbles." Man, I'm trying to get to the marbles. We're not at the mud, but I'm trying to get to the marbles.
I understand that.
Not quite at the mud anymore, but still trying to get to the marble. I respect that.
Not in the. Yep, that's perfect analogy for us right now. But one of mine would be just being with who I live with. We read a lot of finance stuff, so Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm sure if you're in the finance world, you had to read that. Just a lot of good concepts in that book, especially just being a young black man. They don't really teach you concepts like that a lot. Just based off if we're going off statistics. So it's good to learn that kind of stuff, learn what the really wealthy people are doing, because they're not going to give you those chips on your own. So Richest Man in Babylon, things of that sort, of course, the Bible. Yeah, I'm just trying to get with the riches. Like my man said, I'm trying to get from the mud to the marble, trying to make that happen. Not just, what I'm saying, I'm doing well, but I want to leave some over for, my lineage after me. So I'm trying to get on it. It's different when you stretch your mind that way, but once you get into those concepts, the reason you're not used to thinking that way is because that's not the climate you're in. You know what I'm saying? You don't recognize how your climate affects you. So those books really stretch your mind, get you thinking new concepts, and I think that'll help everybody, especially if even if you're not even in finances, it's just good life principles to live by. You can apply those to your life. You know what I'm saying? So those are two good books, and
I appreciate y'all dropping those. I always ask that question because one time I had on the show, we had Coach Alderete of MVP Performance.
That's my dude, yeah.
And he said something that really got me, man. And he's not the only one that's ever said it, but he said it and it stuck to me. Readers are leaders.
Yeah.
So the more information you're intaking, the more information you have to apply to your life, and the more information that you have to pass on to others. So I always like to ask about a book just because we may be missing something, you know what I'm saying? There might be one that you heard that I ain't heard about yet. So
yeah.
I'll definitely look into that Rick Ross book.
Yeah.
Just
Rick Ross,
I need to look into that. I need to look into that.
I'd like to hear what he has to say
his
too.
whole story,
because I like him as an artist, so I know about
they talk about his story. This man invests in everything that he loves. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man loves food. How many wing stops he got? He got about 50 wing stops. Investing in the checkers. Like, if you invest in things you love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's never worked, right?
It's never worked. Yep, that's good advice already.
No, so and that's what you guys are doing. You know, you guys love the music. You're investing in it. You're turning it into a business aspect. So investing in what you love. Although there is work behind the scenes that you have to take care of. When you get on that stage to start playing y'all music, it's not work. It's just
not work.
It's just having fun. So I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you guys joining me for this episode of ToneSettersTV. If you guys could give me your Instagram so people can follow you.
At _ the duo, and then I'm at EJ. You'll actually see our names on the page. But
you know what? Yeah, because my name's funny on there too. But yeah,
it's all good. I'm gonna drop them at the bottom for everybody to see.
Appreciate it.
_ the duo, right? And then J Butler though. But we're gonna drop it. We're gonna drop it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be right here. Look, I'm gonna play it for you. But yeah, that's it. Y'all follow us. Coming out to the event April 24th. It's gonna be killer.
The collaboration.
I guarantee you want to be there. Thank you, CJ, for
appreciate it, man.
Hey guys,
you'll see them there. You'll see ToneSetters. They'll be there too. ToneSetter, I'm sorry. ToneSetter and ToneSetter will be there too.
So man, I appreciate you guys again for joining us. The duo in the building today. Y'all will catch them on the 24th of April at the collaboration at Fourth Quarter Sports Bar on Wurzbach Road. And this will end another episode of ToneSettersTV. Again, we thank our guests for joining us. And as usual, we will catch y'all on the next episode. It's Christopher, not Chris, signing out. ToneSetters Entertainment. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.